Number 11 says, assuming an angle in quadrant 1, find the cosecant of the inverse cotangent of 4/3. So for this kind of problem where we have the trig function of another trig function, or an inverse trig function here, what we want to do is draw a little triangle and call this angle theta. And the reason that we want to do that is because what this inside the parentheses means is the cotangent of what angle is 4/3. And if we can figure that out, we don't need to figure out the angle, but if we call this all in here theta, and then we can find the cosecant of that angle. So the cotangent of what angle is 4/3? Remember from SOHCAHTOA that the tangent of an angle is equal to the length of its opposite side over the length of its adjacent side. And the cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent, so it's the adjacent side over the opposite side. So let's just make this 4 and this 3. So now we've drawn a little picture of what this angle looks like, such that the inverse cotangent is 4/3. All right, now we need to find the cosecant of that angle. And in order to do that, remember cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So we're going to need to know the hypotenuse because the cosecant is going to be equal to the hypotenuse divided by the opposite side. So let's call this hypotenuse C for right now. And we'll use the Pythagorean theorem to find that. We know that c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. That's the Pythagorean theorem. So c squared is equal to 4 squared plus 3 squared. And 4 squared is 16, 3 squared is 9. 16 plus 9 is 25. So if c squared is 25, then c is 5. C is plus or minus 5, but remember we said that we're staying in quadrant 1, so everything's going to be positive. So C is 5. Let's go ahead and replace this C with 5 up here. And now we've got this whole triangle drawn out. And so now we can just read off what the cosecant of this angle is going to be. Cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite, so the cosecant of this angle theta is going to be equal to 5, the opposite side, or the hypotenuse, divided by the length of the opposite side. So that's 5/3. All right?